Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about very important and relevant topic in today's society, freedom of speech versus hate speech. In this presentation, we will explore how freedom of expression works, what the hate speech really means, and how we can find the balance between the two. What is freedom of speech? Freedom of speech is the right to express our opinions freely without censorship or punishment. It is one of the key elements of a democracy and allows us to share ideas, criticize governments, and express beliefs. However, this right also comes with responsibility. When speech causes harm or spread hate, we must ask, where do we draw the line? What is hate speech? Hate speech refers to words, action, or message that target people based on the race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, or other personal characteristic. It is harmful because it can lead to the real world consequence like bullying, violence, or discrimination. Hate speech doesn't promote dialogue, it divides society and creates fear. The thin line between them. The difference between free speech and hate speech is not always clear. One promotes open discussion, the other that incite harm. It becomes a problem when someone uses their freedom to hurt other or encourage hatred. That's why we must think critically about what we say, how we say it, and who might be affected. Legal perspective. Different countries treat the issue differently. In the United States, the First Amendment strongly protects free speech even if it is offensive. But in countries like Germany and France, there are strict laws against hate speech, especially speech that denies history or targets minorities. This shows how society decides what kind of speech should be limited to protect others. Why the distraction matter. Understanding the difference between freedom of speech and hate speech is important. It helps protect vulnerable communities, ensures peace in society, and stops the spread of dangerous ideas. Without these limits, free speech could be misused to cause serious harm. Real world example. Let's look at some example. A person criticizing a government decision is exercising free speech, but someone making racist or violent tweets online is engaging it in hate speech. Public protest can also be a form of speech of free speech, unless they use language that promotes hatred or violence. Challenges today. In the age of the internet, everything spreads quickly. Social media has become a place where both free speech and hate speech can go viral. The challenge is, how do we regulate it? Different platforms like Facebook or YouTube have rules, but applying them fairly to billions of users is difficult. Finding the balance. To find the line between free speech and hate speech, we must consider three things. One, intent. What was the speakers trying to do? Two, impact. Did the message harm other? Three, context. What is the social of or culture background? By reflecting on these factors, we can better understand whether speech crosses the line. Freedom of speech is essentially of for a healthy and democratic society, but it must be used with a sense of responsibility. While people have the right to express their thoughts and opinions, this freedom should not be used to spread hatred or harm others. Hate speech is not just offensive, it can lead to real world consequences, including violence and discrimination. The line between free expression and hate speech is not always clear, but as individuals and as a society, we must strive to find a balance that protects both the right to speak and the dignity of all human beings. Now, I'd like to hear from you. What do you think about this issue in your country? Should social media platforms have more power to control speech? Let's have an open and respectful discussion. Now, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.